Hello and welcome back. The unlisted market didn't stay quiet this week. Global pension money stepped in, exchanges raised fresh capital, and market experts quietly turned optimistic on India's next leg of growth. While public markets stayed range-bound, some of the most telling moves happened behind the scenes. If you track unlisted companies or want to understand where the next IPO stories could emerge from, this is your sharp weekly wrap. Welcome to the SharesCart Unlisted Bulletin, where we decode what's happening before company reaches Dalal Street. Let's start with the broader market signal that sets the tone for this week. First, market experts turn constructive on India. A recent money control poll of over 50 market experts spanning mutual fund, PMF, AIF and broking firms suggests a growing belief that Indian equities could outperform global market in 2026. Despite a challenging 2025 where foreign investors sold over 1.6 lakh crore worth of Indian equities, the consensus view is that this is not the blanket exit, but a recalibration. Foreign investors reduce exposure to sectors like IT, FMCG and power, while selectively increasing positions in telecom, oil and gas and services, indicating valuation and earning-driven rotation. Experts also point to potential global rate cuts, stable currency expectation and strong domestic flows as factors that could gradually improve sentiment going forward. Second, Inox Clean Energy raised 3,100 crore in equity. In the unlisted renewable energy space, Inox Clean Energy made one of the most significant moves of the week. The company, along with the solar subsidiary, has tied up 3,100 crore in equity funding at a valuation of 50,000 crore, with participation from global and domestic institutional investors. The funds are expected to support expansion across two key verticals: renewable power generation and integrated solar manufacturing. Inox Clean has already been active on the acquisition front, adding sizable renewable portfolios and is targeting multi-gigawatt scale over next 5 years. This reflects continued investor interest in large scalable clean energy platforms within the unlisted ecosystem. Third, Metropolitan Stock Exchange raises 238 crore. In another important unlisted development, Metropolitan Stock Exchange of India has raised 238 crore through a private placement. What stand out is the investor lineup, including Growth Promoter Entity and Rain Matter Investments backed by Zerodha's founder. While MSCI currently sees limited activity in certain segments, market participation view this investment as a long-term strategic bet, especially as regulatory changes reshape India's trading landscape. Some believe that evolving dynamics in derivatives and market structure could gradually open new opportunities for alternative exchanges. So this week in unlisted market, we saw confidence building at the macro level, capital flowing into clean energy and strategic investments into market infrastructure. These are not headlines grabbing moves, but they often define the next cycle. This was your SharesCart Unlisted Bulletin, tracking what's happening before it comes to the mainstream. Thank you and we'll meet in the next one.